So this chick here is Kamala Harris, and I felt it was incumbent on me to talk about her a little bit because I did a video where I reviewed all the 2020 candidates, and when I got to her section, I just said, well, you could do worse. You know, she ain't bad, not really exciting. The most strong criticism I offered up of Kamala Harris is that she doesn't excite me, and I think she needs to find some sort of signature issue to propel her candidacy forward. But now I'm kind of realizing that there are more problems than I was really aware of when I made that video, and I really had a pretty limited knowledge of Kamala Harris at that time, and since then, some new stuff has come out. She kind of tried to frame herself as a progressive prosecutor. You know, because she was in law enforcement. She was a prosecutor, right? But she was a progressive prosecutor, according to her. Kind of reminds me of back in the 2000 election when George W. Bush was going around calling himself a compassionate conservative. I'm a compassionate conservative, y'all. I ain't one of them old school meanie conservatives. I'm a compassionate conservative. I mean, sure, I execute retards, but goddamn, I'm compassionate. And it turns out that Kamala Harris's claims of being a progressive prosecutor are equally as dubious as George Bush's claims of being a compassionate conservative. Time after time, when progressives urged her to embrace criminal justice reforms as a district attorney and then the state's attorney general, Mrs. Harris opposed them or stayed silent. Most troubling, Ms. Harris fought tooth and nail to uphold wrongful convictions that had been secured through official misconduct that included evidence tampering, false testimony, and suppression of crucial information by prosecutors. So, there were cases where it was demonstrated that the police had tampered with evidence, lied on the stand, and the prosecution suppressed and hid evidence from the defense, which is illegal, in order to strengthen their case. And Kamala Harris decided to side with the prosecutors, side with the police, and not side with the facts, not side with the truth. So that obviously are those the actions of a progressive prosecutor? No, those are the actions of a garden variety prosecutor in the United States of America, where corruption is the name of the fucking game. She was criticized in 2010 for withholding information about a police laboratory technician who had been accused of intentionally sabotaging her work and stealing drugs from the lab. After a memo surfaced showing that Ms. Harris's deputies knew about the technician's wrongdoing and recent conviction but failed to alert defense attorneys, a judge condemned Ms. Harris' indifference to the systemic violation of the defendant's constitutional rights. So sounds like she plays pretty fucking fast and loose with the Constitution. Sounds like she is all about getting, when she was part of the justice system in San Francisco, she was all about getting convictions. She didn't care if the evidence exonerated somebody. She just wanted to throw the fucking book at them because it's all about, we got to win. They don't view a win as being when justice is served. They view a win as being when a conviction happens. And whatever you have to do to get that conviction, who cares? Who cares? The ends justify the means. If you have to fuck over somebody who is completely innocent and you have to lock them up in a fucking cage and let them rot in there for years and years when you know for a fact that they're innocent of the crime that you convicted them of, or at least that your evidence is shoddy, tampered with, false, manufactured. It takes a cold motherfucker. It takes a brutal, son of a bitch with no fucking humanity, no fucking compassion, no fucking empathy. In other words, your standard garden variety cookie cutter politician in America. Another power-hungry fucking psychopath who's not afraid who she steps on to get to the top. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. Hell no. Under no circumstances do you vote for this reprehensible piece of pig shit right here on the screen. And that's just, I'm only scratching the surface of the shit that she's done. Someone in the chat just pointed out she also supports civil asset forfeiture, which is basically the government stealing your shit. She supports legal government theft. It's okay for the police to just steal your shit. Not if you've been convicted of a crime, but just if they feel like it. If they say, like, we think you got this with drugs. Doesn't need to be backed up by a court or any of that shit. You could just take it. Take it, take it, take it. And she will not get the nomination of this party. She is not going to be the front runner. And if she is, R.I.P. Democrat Party, you're done. You're done. Your goose at that point is officially cooked. After the fucking embarrassment of the Obama administration, after the embarrassment of Hillary's failure to climb Mount Trump, you will not survive nominating this useless, reprehensible piece of garbage that I have on the screen right now.